I'd rather hit myself in the head with a frying pan than do this again. Hello everybody, today we're installing the IPD Boost Ability Kit. I got the blow off in here. Hey guys, just wanted to say something really quick. I'm going to say blow off a lot in this video, but I really mean compressor bypass valve, or CBV. I was fairly new to the car when I first did this video, so please forgive me. Thanks. The block off in here, turbo inlet over air charge pipe, and I'm excited to see these results. Stay tuned and stick with me because I'm sure this won't be a quick install. Alright, see you in the engine bay. Alright, so we are in the engine bay now. I am going to be removing this brace here, most likely this mount as well, and then the charge pipe, so we can get a better look at the turbo and hopefully install the block off plate, because I feel like that's going to be hard to reach. Turbo inlet as well, but one step at a time. So let's start loosening these bolts. That's better. There's a bolt under here. Well, that's always fun. Well, let's start taking the charge air pipe off then. My trophy. I was recording. I don't know what happened, but something glitched with the camera. So far, I've taken off our prized air pipe plastic and our support bar right here, and I've put on the bracket for the charge air pipe, and now I am going to be removing the engine mount right there, or the support, so I can get a better look at the turbo, hopefully get the block off plate on, because I have a feeling that's going to be a little hard to get to, as well as the turbo inlet. So let's get these torque screws out and this motor mount off and start messing around with the block off plate. I hopefully won't have to take off the heat shield, but who knows. All right. another reason why I'm adding the silicone charge pipe, so I can bend it and I don't have to take it off to work on the coils or the plugs. All right, taking the cover off now. There we have our coils and plugs and whatnot. I only took that off to get to this bad boy right here. They make you take the cover off to get the one bolt. Alright, we got the charge air pipe off and the mounts for the engine support bracket. And now we're going to take out the air box and the turbo inlet so we can hopefully get a better view of the CBV, because I was looking at it down there and it looked like it's going to be real hard to reach. So let's see what we can do about getting this air box off for now. Air pipe off, the motor support mount off, and there's a look at that bad mamma jamma turbo. I have a feeling it's gonna be let me try and get you guys in there, a difficult time getting that block off valve plate in there, block off plate and turbo inlet, but so we have our mass airflow housing out. Now it's looking a lot cleaner. Take off this tube and replace it with our IPD tube. And I got this per the Car Wizard's recommendation, so it won't be such a fight. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. Almost there. Airbox off, charge air pipe off. Now we get the turbo air inlet off and try and get that block off valve in, and then we can start putting the Boost Ability kit in. All right. Forums weren't wrong. That was kind of a nightmare to take out the turbo inlet. Now I gotta try and get in there and take out that block off valve, or that block off plate, or I mean the stock blow off. But yeah, that's gonna be a pain. All right, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so this has been quite the pain in my ass, but I love my Volvo. So you're gonna take out the PTC sensor, I think it is, and then you're gonna cut off this adapter right in the middle and pull it off, and then you're gonna have to Dremel this down. I'm about to do that right now, and then it will slide on in there. Let me tell you, that block off plate was my worst nightmare. All right, I'll get back to you when this is fitted in here. All right, so we're back in the engine bay. You can see the block off plate right here. That was a pain in the ass. As you can see, it's not easy to get to. All I can recommend is be patient and keep working it, because it's tedious. But here we got the turbo inlet. Put the charge pipe on there, and put the turbo inlet pipe right there. And it's nighttime, you guys. So yeah, I'm about to put this bad boy on after I put the PTC in, like so. Yeah. All right, I'm sorry I haven't recorded the process, but this has been the biggest pain in my ass. Got the clamp of the turbo inlet down there on the, I couldn't get it completely level, so hopefully that's sealed correctly. Connecting the hose to the PTC was a real pain. I don't think the dimensions are quite perfect on this pipe, because it was definitely a struggle, especially to hook it up to the airflow unit. It was a very tight fit. So now I'm gonna try and put this charge air pipe on, and then the blow off, and then we'll see how it goes. Well, hello everybody. Looks like I got everything installed and in place. I'm sorry I didn't get any video. I always watch install videos and I get upset because they don't record themselves doing the steps. Well, now I understand why. I'd rather hit myself in the head with a frying pan than do this again. It was not easy. The main things I would say, I had to extend this little line that leads to the blow off back there, and I had to trim these tubes so that the blow off could fit properly. But besides that, I had trouble seating the turbo inlet to the turbo. Very difficult, as well as fitting this in there. It doesn't seem like well, it's not a stock part, so I understand it's not gonna fit like one, but let's get a little sound test going, because last night when I finished the install, I gave it a couple revs, and well, I'll let it speak for itself. You can tell it's a little different. I noticed with the Boost Ability kit installed, my exhaust seems to be a little happier. Let's give that some. All right, y'all, so far so good. Feels like it has a little bit more rumble in the jungle, if you know what I mean. For some reason, feels a little more rumbly. The power's a little different. I haven't really got to get on it, but let's give it some gas here on the straightaway. Oh, that sounds different. Sounds like a leak, but I don't know what a leak would sound like. I don't know if it just sounds different because of the different plumbing. All right, I'll switch it back on in a few minutes for you guys. S60 Mania. I'll give you one rip here. Woo! Them RPMs jump up though. I feel like it can breathe better. That sound kind of worked itself out. I don't know why it was so high-pitched and strong when I first started gassing it, but now it's kind of calmed down. Yeah, that didn't feel right. Well, I tightened the bolt on the IPD diverter valve, and it seems to be leaking off all the boost or something. I don't know. It's making a really loud whoosh noise, but constantly while the boost is on, and I feel a big lack of power. Look at that. The RPMs aren't even able to climb. Ugh. Alright, I gotta adjust it. So in my honest opinion, at first I thought it might have been the diverter valve, seeing as it's adjustable, and I was fairly new to the concept. I thought it might have been bleeding off boost because I had it adjusted improperly, but that was just naive of me at the time. I believe it was because the turbo inlet was not properly seated onto the turbo. It is a strange little area to work in under there, but I highly recommend 2 people, like I'll say in this next clip, to maybe just have one hold it down in the position while you tighten the clamp. It can be quite a frustrating job to do yourself. It is possible, but with some lubricant and a second person, it can be really helpful in getting that tube fully on there. That way you have no leaks and everything works properly. Also, to make your life a little bit easier, you can go to AutoZone, any store near you, get one of these universal extender kits and get a little extra tubing. It'll make your life a lot easier when trying to connect this from the stock one down there back up to here. 2 people will make this job a lot easier. Get it in the position you need after properly lubricated, and have the second person push it in the position either from down here or up here while you tighten it. I also recommend taking off that bolt and that bolt, which are 10mm, and moving this out of the way. It will make your life a lot easier, and you'll be able to see what's going on. Once you think you've got the tube on and connected, feel around it. If you can, use one of those little mirrors to see if there's any gaps, and do some revs, see what you got, and I hope you enjoy.